Hello there, everyone. If you're wondering by the name of the video, yes, how I have my phone organized is a clever way to at least get people to pay attention because I have a couple things I want to talk about when it comes to phone organization, and that is, of course, insufficient storage on my eternal phone. Now, I have an LG Stylo, the first one, and I only have about 8 gigabytes of internal storage, but I have 32 gig external SD card, which in the future I'm hoping I can get my 128 gigabytes back, but that's for another day. Now, as you can see here on the bottom, I have, of course, my phone app, regular text messages, Facebook, Lite Messenger, the button that takes me to the menu, Google Chrome, and of course Next Radio, apps that I need, of course, on this device. As you can see here, I have pretty much organized the apps that I use a lot, and don't be fooled, I actually have Flappy Bird, and Flappy Bird is a game that runs very well on this phone, so don't judge me, but I had to delete some Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color emulators because apparently they were screwing up my cell phone service. I kept not receiving phone calls. So, if you ever download those emulators, the best thing I could recommend you do is, two things if you want Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color emulation is do it through a PSP, jailbreak it that way, uh, do it on your gaming PC like I have, or try to jailbreak your Nintendo Wii because that is possible. I wouldn't recommend downloading a third party APK on this device because it just really doesn't pay off. I have Facebook Lite and the Facebook Lite Messenger app, and of course MobiZen because I need this app, of course, to show you my phone screen for future videos I want to do on my Android. It's Matt Camper, for an example. He uses this app, and I recommended it to him. And obviously, the way I've had my phone organized, it's very clever. And Uber, I have Uber because sometimes I will get the Uber gift cards, and I'm not going to get into that. But yeah, these are apps that I use every day. And USA traffic cameras, well, that's a different story if I want to look up the cameras on the LIE, the northern state and the southern state. If me and my folks are ever in Long Island, but I want to quickly show you something interesting. So this is my storage right now, 7.74. That's not too bad in my opinion. I've trimmed it down to that because I don't really want that many apps clogging up my phone. Like NBC Sports I use, MSG Go I use, Fox Sports Go I use. These are apps that I need, honestly, and without these apps, I'll be lost. Even iHeart. Like, I have two iHeart radios because one's from America and one's from Canada, and sometimes I'll listen to Canada Sports Talk. But to end this video, I want to show you something interesting. So, I obviously have the WWE Network, but I don't really use it every day. Now, I have a couple APKs that, again, I really don't need every day to use, like Fandango. I'll use it if I have to look up movie times in general. Like, I want to install it because it'll save me a bunch of space. I'll still have my 7.74 gigabytes of storage. Another example I can show you is Gas Buddy. I uninstalled that because I really don't need it that much. My dad just occasionally will ask me gas prices, but obviously, as an example, when I'm let's say going to Delmarva and I want to look for cheap gas for my dad, it's a good example to use, and especially it's helpful in New Jersey when we get gas. But here's WWE Network, and as I said, I really don't use it every day. I only use it pretty much on my computer, believe it or not, and on my smart TVs and gaming consoles, and I really don't watch WWE Network on my phone that much. So, MLB, do I really use it? Well, I'll be honest, I really only need it if MLB Network has a playoff game in the fall. So if I ever have to update the APK, no problem. These are the files you do not need. Do not install them. Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance emulators, because they, again, will screw up your cell phone service, because I have Virgin Mobile, and I really don't want to be the case over there. Radio.com, I keep that on there in case I want to listen to the One Jersey Network, to listen to New Jersey Devils hockey. I will listen to the Devils sometimes. I'm an Islander fan, but I like the radio announcers. They're entertaining. And then, of course, I have Amazon and eBay. I can show you Amazon. I think we scrolled past it. Yeah. Amazon and then eBay. Apps, again, I don't use every day. I don't really look on the black market that much, if anybody is curious. So I only use those apps if, I want something at that moment and I want to place a bid on when I'm not in my house. So, obviously, that's how I organize my phone. We'll go back to my home screen. And yes, you are looking at Deadpool. It's hilarious. I know. Don't ask why. That it's a reference to Flashdance, but I will say this. If you're really looking to cut back on Facebook apps, download the Lite apps, because apparently Facebook, and unfortunately I'll have to give credit to Zuckerberg at this point, but they really made an effort in improving the Lite apps, because they know people like me, I want to organize my phone. And just an example, I have the Score app, because the Score app gives me the most accurate information when it comes to sports. Now, as an example, they just gave me an NFL notification, and I want to know what's going on around the league. So I just got this notification that Richie Incognito was released by the Buffalo Bills. See, that's information I want, because I am a big sports fan. And ABC7NY is, of course, an app I use every day. And that's because, for the reason that is, because I'm a big Eyewitness News fan, and I want to know what's going on. And it's very helpful when I'm in the Delmarva when I can't get to Eyewitness News. And just one quick thing, my mother has a sling box, and she'll let me use it on vacations or whenever we're out together, just to check check her DVR when we're not in New York. I'm hoping in the future I get my own sling box, because I'm hoping then I can get rid of Fox Sports Go and all these other chunky apps, because it'll save me a lot of space in the future. So I'm hoping, there's a couple sling boxes on eBay for like $50. So I'm hoping in the future I will cut down on space, and who knows, maybe I can I can put Fandango back on my phone for daily use, but till then, this is how I organize my phone, and if I ever want to let you guys know how I do it, I'll show you one more quick thing. So if you go to File Manager as an example, and you go to DCIM, you can delete the thumbnails. And as another example, if you go to Android and go to Data, you can delete your data. So to end out, I'll just show you how much we've just pretty much saved. And if it doesn't update, it's not the end of the world, but I would like to show you how useful it is. See, I just already cut back on one little thing that was clogging up my phone storage. So, yeah. That's pretty much it. It's an interesting video I wanted to do for a while regarding organizing my Android phone in general. And it's interesting. I hope I can do more stuff like this in the future, but obviously, if I can't go to my computer and, let me get rid of less speech. If I ever need this, it'll definitely be useful. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. And again, YouTube's app, the mobile app, is very handy for editing mobile videos. So this will definitely be fun editing it, and with YT Studio, it'll definitely help. So I gotta get going and edit this, and probably try to catch Matt Camper's video, because he's actually live right now. So I gotta get going. That's it. Till next time, take care.